Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to watch the English Chinese news on Central Television channel of our province. On June 25th, General Secretary To Lam led a central working delegation to have a working session with Standing Committee of Quảng Bình Provincial Party Committee and a Standing Committee of Quảng Trị Provincial Party Committee to grasp the implementation of central resolution, the progress of the arrangement of provincial level administrative units, and the organization of local apparatus. The working session took place in the context that two provinces of Quảng Bình and Quảng Trị are implementing a merger plan to establish a new administrative unit to be named as Quảng Trị Province. According to the proposal, the merged province will have an area of nearly 12,700 kilometers with a population of more than 1.8 million people, all of which exceed the required national standards. The new province will have 78 commune-level administrative units. The administrative and political center will be located in Đồng Hới City. At a meeting, General Secretary To Lam suggested that the new Quảng Trị province should soon complete the organization of local government apparatus, develop a long-term social economic development strategy, synchronously deploy strategic breakthroughs in a spirit of central resolution, maintain political stability, ensure national defense security, social order and safety, carefully prepare and safely organize the new provincial party congress. Continuing the program of the ninth session, the 15th National Assembly on June 25th, with 429 out of 429 delegates participating in the vote, equal to 89.75% of the total number of National Assembly delegates. The National Assembly passed the law amending and supplementing a number of articles of the Penal Code. Notably, the newly passed law has abolished the death penalty for 8 crimes, including activities aimed at overthrowing the people's government, sabotaging the material and technical facilities of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, producing and trading in counterfeit medicines and disease prevention drugs, illegally transporting narcotics, sabotaging peace, waging aggressive war, espionage, Article 110, embezzlement of property, receiving bribes. Before the National Assembly voted to pass the law, presented the report on receiving and explaining opinions on the draft law amending and supplementing many articles of the Penal Code. Mr. Justice Nguyễn Hải Ninh emphasized that amending and supplementing the Penal Code at present is necessary. The General Department of Taxation under the Ministry of Finance has urgently issued an official dispatch to regional tax departments regarding on-site tax inspection at taxpayer premises. Accordingly, regional tax departments are instructed to temporarily suspend the issuance of tax inspection decisions at taxpayer offices until the organizational restructuring is completed. For inspection decisions already issued and in progress, the tax department requires inspection teams to urgently conclude their work and issue administrative handling decisions in accordance with the law. Additionally, all inspection results must be entered into the tax sector's application by July 1, 2025. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Finance is proposing to restructure 20 regional tax departments into 34 provincial-level tax units, aligned with the current two-tiered local government model and the existing provincial administrative structure. The Office of People's Committee of the province has informed about the conclusion of Vice Chairman of People's Committee Hồ Văn Hà a periodic meeting on public investment disbursement and the progress of key projects in the province. Accordingly, by the end of second quarter of 2025, the disbursement rate of province only reached more than 17% compared to the plan, lower than the national average. Therefore, Vice Chairman of People's Committee of the province, Hồ Văn Hà, requested the department's branches, investor, and district People's Committee to implement solutions to strive to complete disbursement target to welcome to level government. Specifically, specialized departments, branches, investors, and localities must pay attention to performing continuous work in parallel with the progress of restructuring the apparatus. Do not let restructuring apparatus affect the progress of implementation and disbursement of public investment capital. In addition, Any case of official and units delaying implementation related to public investment activities affecting the progress of implementation and disbursement of capital must be strictly handled. On June 25th, Comrade Taibao, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of People's Council of my province, Võ Tân Đức, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, chaired a working session to listen to relevant parties' reports on the progress of investment and construction planning at Biên Hòa 1 Industrial Park. By the end of June 20th, the interdisciplinary inspection team of the Nai province had completed inspections of 78 out of 78 enterprises in Biên Hòa 1 Industrial Park, of which 33 enterprises were operating, and the inspection team coordinated with the Management Board of Industrial Parks to sieve the source of waste and resolve 28 out of 33 enterprises violated environmental and land regulations. Mr. Trần Trọng Toàn, Deputy Director of Provincial Department of Agriculture and Environment, said all enterprises in Biên Hòa 1 Industrial Park agreed to relocate. The inspection process here is mainly violation of environmental protection, violation of fire prevention and fighting, and land management. At a meeting, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of People's Council of my province, Taibao, emphasized that the relocation deadline for households and individuals must be before June 30th, 2025. For organizations and enterprises, the relocation must be before August 1st, 2025. Comrade Taibao said the area to build a province administrative political center and priority area, ensuring the critical path before August 1st, must be relocated. Comrade Võ Tân Đức, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of People's Committee of my province, said the Department of Construction focuses on completing the approval of the detailed planning task at a scale of 1/500 for the 9 Provincial Political Administrative Center and the land area planned for auction. The Department of Agriculture and Environment of Nai Province and the Executive Committee of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha of Nai Province have just organized a ceremony to launch, propagate, and implement the release of aquatic species, restore aquatic resources into natural waters in the Nai River area. For many years, the Nai province has maintained annual release of fish to regenerate aquatic resources, and these activities have received widespread support from all walks of life. Ms. Mai Tu Huynh, a resident participant in the fish seed release activity, say releasing fish to regenerate aquatic resources when resources are being caught indiscriminately. Mr. Nguyễn Trường Giang, head of Department Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Medicine of the province, say awareness campaigns to help people understand and participate in protecting the living environment of aquatic species as well as participating in fish release. On this occasion, over 395,000 juvenile fish of specialty species such as shrimp, snakehead fish, catfish, marble goby were released into the natural water bodies on the Nai River. Currently, the province has an area of nearly 70,000 hectares of water surface, with 18 irrigation reservoirs and over 60 large and small rivers and canals that are favorable for farming and development of natural aquatic products. Comrade Nguyễn Thị Hoàng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, say the fish release activity into the water also demonstrates determination of the province to successfully achieve the goal of comprehensively developing our culture in both farming and harvesting purposes.